Jeannie Robertson was a humorist. She did not call herself a comedian, stating, "The humorist weaves the longer stories with a point. We don't go after anybody. I'm telling my life." Jeannie was an educator for many years, so her speeches often had multiple points to make. The main one was always the same: look for the humor in everyday life. While this book isn't about humor, it does have a very similar message, at least that I got, of finding solutions from everyday occurrences. It first started from remembering an interaction and consulting that person for advice. From there, it was the hike with the scout group that really defined the issues the plant was facing. And that broke things down in a way that everyone could understand and find a solution for. Telling outsiders about what has been going on and allowing them to give input was the gateway to a final solution to get things flowing. Once things were flowing, it became a numbers game on what the best lead times were and how large the batch sizes should be and all that fun stuff. This closely mirrors real life. We sometimes have an issue that we can't solve, but if we look to other people and allow them to give input, the solution can become very clear. There are many other concepts discussed in the book, including efficiency and work-life balance. The team took many steps to increase efficiency. They put out the major fires first with the CNC machine and the furnaces. And they found many that they were each individually and kind of autonomously able to put out after. Then they allowed things to idle. After the plant started to gain its initial rhythm, orders were able to get out faster, and they were able to cut batch sizes and respond to changes a lot faster. In the ever-changing consumer-centric world that we live in, as much as that is a pro and a con, people are used to being able to get things whenever they want. Additionally, as information can be shared more rapidly, trends change quickly. Being able to pivot and deliver a quality product quickly and reliably is a major necessity. A good example of this is the COVID-19 pandemic. There were a lot of products that were either over in stock like gas or understocked like toilet paper. And I don't think there was a single company that made it out of the pandemic without any type of inventory issue. One of these companies was Nike. The athletic wears company inventory surged to 44% as retailers reduced orders. They recovered from this in a few different ways. They took steps to prioritize marketplace health by reducing their inventory supply, so they didn't have as much inventory on their end as they normally would. So they aggressively liquidated excess inventory through heavy markdowns, and that allowed them to focus on showing off and delivering the newer products to their customers. This focus on new product has caused a renewed interest in the brand, bringing a higher overall demand for their products. Nike was able to invest in digital infrastructure, which was able to rebalance their inventory. In the goal, one of the issues they had was an excess of parts for the bottlenecks process, which meant they were building up and sitting there. And this was costing them, well, not really costing them money, but they were losing the chance to make money. The plant management team had to figure out ways to reduce the part buildup so that things could flow again. Nike also had to do this, but instead of them having excess parts, they had an excess of a final product.